Hello, I'm Leah, and this is my presentation, Korean Sports Culture. Topic overview, sports. Korean sports is part of the South Korea's Ministry of Culture, Sports, and Tourism. The government is responsible for promoting sports and practices among its citizens, promoting the nation's pride and nationalism, and attracting the unity of citizens and foreigners. South Korea is a highly athletic and sports-loving country with the highest number of hours in physical education in Asia. The pride and spirit for the country's teams is awing to me, which is what attracted me to choose the topic. The citizens' display of their country's pride is shown through their fighting spirit enthusiasm during the sports-friendly games. The history growth of sports in South Korea. They have traditional sports and modern sports that were introduced to the country during the late 19th century when the Joseon dynasty opened up to the world outside. After the liberation from the Japanese colonization, Korea was able to make extraordinary achievements, allowing Koreans displaying their global citizenship and national pride. Popular sports from traditional to international. Traditional sports. Taekwondo, national sport for South Korea, and translates to the art of kicking and punching. It is a sport that is a mixture of martial arts from a variety of those that originated in China and Japan. It has been passed down since ancient and is predominantly known for its kick-based style along with fist. It is taught in schools during gym and is part of the training regime for South Korean military. The first Taekwondo World Championship in Korea was in 1973. It gained its first Olympics in a winter sport as a demonstrational event in the 1988 Seoul Olympic Games, and it became an official sport competition with making the first debut in the Sydney Olympics in 2000. Seram, Korean form of wrestling, which is like Japan's sumo wrestling, developed in ancient civilization. The containers grab onto each other's belt, and the one who can bring any of the opponent's body above the knee to the ground wins. It is traditional Korean martial arts sport, and is a beloved sport with tournaments held year-round, especially during the holiday celebrations and festivals. Kite flying. Traditional Korean kite is made from thin baboon sticks and traditional Korean paper, mulberry paper coating. A sport in East Asian which is flown during the wintertime. The kites are flown during Lunar New Year and Lunar Year's first full moon, when families get together to celebrate. Some people cut the strings to let the kites fly away to drive away bad luck and bring good luck instead. International sports. Football. Korea has a history of football that reaches all the way back to the Silla Kingdom, where a game like the modern-day football was played. It is incorporated to the nation's physical education curriculum throughout the schools. One of the most popular sports in South Korea. Koreans love playing football as a sports for all. The football lovers gather during holidays early in the morning to enjoy the sport. South Korea has a professional football league called the K-League, and they have a fierce competition among the 12 regional teams. The national football team of South Korea was the first team in Asian Football Confederation to reach the FIFA World Cup semifinals back in the 2002 FIFA World Cup. The team has qualified for 10 FIFA World Cups. Baseball, one of the most popular sports in South Korea. It was introduced to Korea through American missionaries in Japan. It did not become an official established sport until the 1980s. South Korea has a national league called the KBL League, and it has about 10 permanent teams, which was established in 1982. They have regular participation in the World Baseball Classic. The sport maintains a high level of popularity among Koreans from the numbers of attendees at the national baseball stadiums, has increased every year with the active participation of the cult fan base. Esports, short for electronic sports, the form of organized multiplayer video games competitions, particularly between professional players individually or as teams. South Korea is known for its avid gaming culture with one of the biggest esports markets in the world. Esports started in South Korea by having the gaming culture born in it, with it quickly spreading to other countries like China, Europe, and the United States. Korean Ministry of Culture, Sports, and Tourism created the Korean Esports Association, which is a member of the National Olympic Committees of South Korea in 2000. Becoming a pro gamer is equivalent to becoming a K-pop star idol in Korea. This industry is very competitive and hours of training to become the best of the best. International competition achievements. When South Korea was able to host the Olympic Games in Seoul 1988, they were able to get the recognition and contribute to the development of the country, with the status of the country's economic and traditional culture. South Korea and Japan has hosted the FIFA World Cup in 2002, being the first World Cup to be jointly hosted by two countries and the first World Cup to be held outside of America and Europe. The Olympic Winter Games in 2018 is buried into the minds of people around the world for being a legacy of peace and recolonization by having North and South Korea athletes march under a united flag at the opening ceremony. The unified team of the two Koreans competed under the title Korean for the first time in Olympic history. Sports in South Korea compared to other countries. Esports in South Korea is popular among jobs, with it being ranked 5th place in treating their professional players as they would celebrities such as idols and athletes, compared to the United States, where they do not treat the players as a professional. The two countries, South Korea and China, has their government being proactive in esports by establishing it as an official sport along with an official sporting event, while the United States' progress with their government making esports into official sports has been ignored. South Korea sports thoughts. The sports culture in South Korea has impacted the nation of Korea, with having Korean citizens reflect on the rights and responsibilities of citizenship, allowing Koreans being able to celebrate and embrace their culture, promote national pride, and a sense of belonging. I'm not the biggest sports fan, however, looking at the citizens of South Korea are passionate and take pride into their team. It makes me feel a sense of pride for their country for how far they came with their achievements in sports and country's nationalism. 2 discussion questions. What sport is popular in your culture, and do you believe that esports will have an impact on the United States in the near future like it has in South Korea?